Oh, man, William McDowell. I give myself away. We got the one and only Bishop Joseph Walker, the senior pastor of Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Nashville, Tennessee. Bishop Walker, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky, and good morning to everybody. You know, as we get this week started, I want everybody to think about this. Declare over your life that this week I'm going to be better and not bitter. You know, I think it's so important to understand that because as you're moving toward what God called you to do, there's always going to be forces that try to discourage you and derail the destiny God has for your life. Anybody understands that? Understand the story of Joseph in the Old Testament, how his own brothers tried to prevent his destiny from coming to pass. Sometimes the people that are closest to you are the people that can cause the most pain. But the reality is when you recognize the amazing assignment and call on your life, you don't take it personal because you realize they're not really after you. They're trying to prevent the thing that God wants to do through you from coming to pass. Through Joseph in the pit, Joseph went from the pit all the way to the palace because all of it had to happen. And maybe the things that happened in your life, they all had to happen to put you in a place where God could finally elevate you and use you beyond yourself. And his own brothers came needing what he had. And here's the gut check. Can you pass out bread to people who did you wrong? Can you bless people who you know wanted to see you fail? Joseph said, you thought evil against me, but God meant it for my good. My word to you today is God did not raise you up to still be bitter, vindictive, revengeful, but God raised you up to still be a blessing because everything you got is because of who you've always been. Let your heart be your heart. Let your God be your God. And declare, I'm going to be better and not bitter.
Bishop Walker, that's a real good word, and I needed that this morning because Gary with the T, Brett, and sometimes Maria kind of do me like that. And I was in my feelings this morning, so thank you for that word.
You can't be bitter. You can't be bitter, my friend. Be better.
No, I'm not bitter out of Bishop. I just come to work and I just mind my own business. See, they sitting there not saying nothing now. See that? Said, I'm not trying to put you in no mess, Bishop Walker.
Don't do it. I love them all. You know those my people. I know my people, too.
Bishop Walker, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, I want everybody to follow me right now on Instagram at Joseph Walker 3. That's Joseph Walker, the number 3. Let me know you will listen to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show and put it in all caps. Better, not bitter.
There it is. All right, Bishop, love you, man.
Love you too, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all, the one and only Bishop Joseph Walker. I got something for you right here. We're going to go a little old school. Call them up. Let me get my voice right. I was hollering all night. Had a show last night, but I'll get it together. Here we go, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Can't stop praising his name. Keith Pringle. Oh, man. Rickey Smiley Morning. Hey, Maria.
Yeah.
This was the #1 song in the 80s. You can work out to this one, Maria.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever heard this one?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, that's called Keith. That's Keith Pringle in the Community Mass Choir.
Brad in here jamming, though. She know it.
Brad, you remember that, Brad? We grew up on that.
She was like she was about to start rapping over it.
Singing in the choir on that one, bro.
Yeah, that was one of the #1 first rocking gospel songs of our time. It's a mix between old school gospel and contemporary. But that song right there in the 80s when we were kids, that song, they used to tear churches up with that song.
Yep.
Yeah,
because it'll stop, and then the beat will start back. You think the song be over, and they come back. Can't stop.
That'd be the best one.
Praising his name, but just can't stop.
Yeah, so we're going to be playing that, adding that to our little gospel playlist, man. Got your front page right here.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 13 minutes after our front page right here. What up, Maria?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. You know, a whole lot to break down with this whole Trump situation, and I know you've been following it, Ricky. Donald Trump is progressing towards the Republican nomination, securing a significant win over Nikki Haley in South Carolina, her home state, with a 20-point margin win. Now, despite the loss, Nikki Haley said that she will remain in the race. However, Ricky, the trending topic related to Trump's South Carolina win is his comments about black voters. Now, speaking to an audience of mostly black Americans, Trump suggested that he is popular with African-American voters, saying his 91 criminal indictments and mugshot were part of the reason. Now, a lot of black people, he said a lot of people said that's why the black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against, and they actually viewed me as I'm being discriminated against. Now, get this. Trump also referred to former President Obama, not by name, but as the black president. And at another point, I don't know if y'all saw this clip on social media, Trump squinted at the crowd and said, "The lights are so bright in my eyes that I can't see too many people out there, but I can only see the black ones.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see any white ones. That's how far I've come."
That's crazy.
Yeah,
He sure
so...
Wow.
He's trying to tell y'all who he is.
They won't listen to him. They believe him.
I feel like a Saturday night spoof is coming from this. Now, Jasmine Harris, director of black media for the Biden-Harris campaign, responded to his comments, saying this is the same man who falsely accused the Central Park Five, questioned George Floyd's humanity, compared his own impeachment trial to being lynched, and ensured the unemployment gap for black workers spiked during his presidency. So we'll continue to provide you updates throughout the show. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. For more headlines and updates, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what you got in sports?
What's up there, Maria, man? Former NFL quarterback Cam Newton. He was involved in a little bit of a scuffle at a 7-on-7 youth football tournament in Atlanta. It appears that Cam was attempting to break up a fight, and then someone came up and sucker punched him in the face. Then he started dragging the guy who punched him in the face across the grass. We still don't know what started the altercation, man, but I'm going to keep you posted on that.
But his hat didn't come off. That's the thing. That's the headline.
Yes, sir.
That hat didn't move. That hat was pinned down.
Come on, man. And he got that
never
hoodie.
Seen nobody fighting. Their hat didn't come off. That's a Black History moment, Special K. You got to put that in the Black History moment, K.
Oh, yeah. Cam. Oh, Cam. A former NBA player, Jalen Rose, calls out the homie Stephen A. Smith for saying these words about New Orleans Pelicans star Zion Williamson.
Zion Williamson, it's not about his game. It's about how many burgers he's eating and whether or not he's going to be in shape, or is he going to keep eating McDonald's and have chefs clamoring for him to come to their restaurants. That's what he has to prove, that the chefs don't love him any longer, okay? That he's committed to playing basketball.
So Jalen came back at Stephen A., and then the Pelicans made a funny video about Stephen A. basketball skills and all this stuff. They going back and forth. It's funny content, but we'll get into it a little bit later on. Bringing it down, you got the hot spot coming up next.
Yep, coming up next in the hot spot, Wendy Williams releases a statement, and I'm going to tell you what she said up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, 29 before the top of the hour. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, the 30th annual SAG Awards were held in Los Angeles on Saturday night, marking the first time an award show streamed live on Netflix. Though the ceremony had no host, Idris Elba kicked things off and made mention of the SAG-AFTRA strike last year. He honored all of you both here at home and stood up for the SAG-AFTRA in solidarity and support. The big winner of the evening, the film was Oppenheimer, taking home 3 awards in total for television, and The Bear took home 3 awards in total. Finally, Jennifer Aniston and Bradley Cooper presented Barbra Streisand with the Lifetime Achievement Award. Aniston highlighted the fact that Streisand was the first woman to write, produce, direct, and star in a film with 1983's Yentl. Moving on, y'all, Wendy Williams, her son Kevin Hunter Jr. said that his mother is grappling with alcohol-induced dementia. Kevin revealed that doctors informed him about the impact of excessive drinking on her headspace and her brain. Williams received the diagnosis of alcohol-related brain damage in 2019 during rehab. The documentary also highlighted the rare condition of frontotemporal dementia affecting Williams' language and behavioral control. Wendy Williams then issued a statement after the diagnosis had been revealed, saying that she has immense gratitude for the love and kind words she has received since sharing the news. She said, "I continue to need personal space and peace to thrive. Please just know that your positivity and encouragement are deeply appreciated." This also comes after a judge in New York ruled that the documentary Where is Wendy Williams would still air on Lifetime, despite Williams' legal guardian filing a lawsuit in an attempt to halt the premiere. Did y'all see any of this?
Yeah.
It was two part two.
And then part
I
two
heard
was
it was
last.
really sad.
It was very sad. Part 2 was last night, but yeah, it was very sad.
I tried to watch it. I watched one of them, and it was just sad.
Poor thing. I mean, I cried, but
it was really sad.
It was
I
that
almost cried too. Yeah.
We praying for
and I
Wendy.
understand why they didn't want it to be aired.
Yeah, but a lot of people shout that Wendy even did it, but she.
That's what I was going to say. It's odd that she agreed to do it in the first place.
I think she agreed to do it because the whole premises of it in the beginning was to film her comeback.
Yeah,
and that's when they realized, whoa, this is
comeback.
deeper than what we think it. Yeah, she was filming it so people could see that she's getting better and that she's good and that she's. But clearly, so we just gonna keep Wendy in our prayers. It was very sad, and I just, I want her to get better, and I want them to do her son right and do right by her son with this guardian and all this stuff that's going on. So just keep her in her prayers, y'all. All right, y'all, we're gonna wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got Rock T's joke of the day.
Oh Lord,
happy times.
Rock T, is it gonna be funny?
Yeah, Peruski.
You lie all the time. That's all cap. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
On your Rickey Smiley Morning Show, it is about that time for Rock T's joke of the day. All right, Rock, let's go.
All right, so a man was driving all day long, and he stopped at a motel because he needed to check in and get some rest.
Yeah.
Got to the hotel, and the guy said, hey, the room is $50 a night, but it's only $25 if you make your own bed. So the guy says, all right, cool, I can make my own bed. The hotel guy says, okay, well, I'll go get you some nails and some wood.
Come on, Gary.
Oh, my God.
Brad, how was your weekend?
Well, how was yours? Mine was okay. It was great, actually. Blessed and highly favored. Had a great time.
Oh, I went and got a tattoo of an elephant on my arm with True name on it.
Oh, I did that too. Wow, that's amazing. We did the same thing.
Well, damn. How inspirational.
Sucker made his own bed.
I just farted, Gary.
Yes, baby. That's beautiful, honey.
He made a real bed.
Right here, I'm with you, honey. That was cute.
Oh, no, don't
Come
do
on,
that.
Gary.
That was cute.
There's no falling into that.
No.
Gary, your IQ gonna go down.
Oh, Lord Jesus. I'm not with you, Roxy. I need my IQ.
I got to keep you moving, Gary. What you got coming up next?
Coming up next, Ricky, I'm going to be expanding your vocabulary. Now, I have the word of the week next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show celebrates Black History Month with history makers of today. Kamala Harris is the first Black, first South Asian American, and first woman Vice President of the United States. Harris is also the first Vice President to have graduated from an HBCU, Howard University. She is also a member of the oldest historically Black sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. For more details, log on to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com.
Capital G, capital A, capital O, capital T. B-I-C-T-H.
John. J-O-B. It's time for Gary's Word of the Week.
And you know this, man.
All right, y'all, 12 before the top of the hour, y'all. It's time for Gary's Word of the Week. Gary, what you got this morning?
All right, Ricky, we love to expand our vocabulary, and this word of the week is one of my favorite words. When I found out and read it and remember what it meant, it just touched my dear heart. Now, this word, the week, let me get it together. All right now, okay, buzzer. All right, y'all, this week's word is perpendicular, honey. That's perpendicular. Now, and the definition is an angle of 90 degrees to the ground vertical. Now, one of my favorite moves in it, and I'm going to use it in the sentence, y'all. One of my favorite moves in ballet, y'all, is where the dancer bends over all the way forward on his toes to be perpendicular to the ground.
No, I'm
Wait, what? No, never mind. That's all right.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Now we can get that image out of our head with some tight ballets.
Hey, man.
Talking about some perpendicular. Only you, Gary.
Beautiful word.
I was going to ask you to use it in a sentence again, but never mind. We get it.
You want me to use it again?
No, sir. No. We good for today. Y'all give it up for Gary with the word of the week is perpendicular. We needed it as we expand our vocabulary. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. How much time they gave you some time for stealing? The feds got you.
No, I ain't get time for stealing.
How much time?
I only got a year and a half.
But Ricky, you were stealing whole pizzas from Showbiz.
And cakes too, Dan.
And
Putting them in the garbage can.
Cakes.
Put them in the garbage can.
Put them in the
them
garbage can.
Them damn chocolate cakes with that white icing at Showbiz piece. I would put about 2 or 3 of them in the garbage can, the dumpster, and get off, clock out, and go around the back and get it out. Take it home and put it in my grandmama deep freeze.
Yeah, real crackhead.
Cakes off the chain, boy.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's raving, y'all. Kelly Rowland's new movie, Mea Culpa, y'all. Now, they're saying, y'all, it's the latest film from us comedy magnate, Mr. Tyler Perry. And they're saying it has received a lashing from reviews. Now, they're saying, y'all, the film is illegal. Baby, they say the film is a legal thriller, follows a criminal defense attorney, Miss Kelly Rowland plays that part, who agrees, y'all, to represent an artist by the name of Trevante Rose, that's who that person is, accused of murdering his girlfriend. Now, they say Perry wrote, directed, and produced this film, which started streaming, honey, on Netflix earlier this week, y'all. Now, they're saying alongside Roland and Rose, Mea Culpa also stars Nick Sagar and Sean Sagar, Ron Rico, Lee, and so many other people in the movie and stuff. And the reviews, y'all, have been damning, honey, with Mea Culpa earning a low rotten score of just 17%, honey, on the review aggregator.
I heard it was good, though, Gary.
Yes, a lot of people.
I saw on Facebook said that the movie was great.
Seem to love it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, baby, they said this is the worst film Tyler Perry ever made in his life.
They just be hating on Tyler Perry, man. I really
know.
believe, and I know some professional people, like some publicists and different people that do stuff like this for a living, that said that was a great film.
Yeah, they said Kelly did an amazing job.
Absolutely.
Now, they said she did an amazing job with what she had to work with. They're saying Mea Culpa, from start to finish, this is quite simply the worst Tyler Perry film to date. They said one person wrote on X Twitter, they said, I go as far to say it's probably one of the worst films I've ever had the displeasure to sit through. Not one shred of emotion, not one tear or laugh. They said nothing for 120 minutes, honey. But I'm wondering if Savannah Gulcher has something to do with that, honey. Because when she walked out that off of Today, honey, and didn't do that damn sit there for Today, I wonder if Savannah had all her people to go out and write stories on that stuff, because, honey, that's not a good look. You never know, Ricky, baby. Savannah have power.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly Rowland is officially top 3 at this point.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, she top 3. She ain't making no movies.
Yeah, exactly, honey. Beautiful girl. But like I said, I just think it was, you know how sometimes people try to blackball you and stuff and try to do that, honey, because Kelly is amazing. She did great in it, honey. But people, you know, the mixed feelings and stuff, but people saying that it was good, then some saying it was bad. But nevertheless, I think she did a good job. So Kelly, continue making movies, honey, and do what you got to do. And let Tyler continue to write, direct, and produce them, honey. There you have it. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. People still, you know, if you watch the Wendy Williams documentary this weekend, honey, it was very sad and depressing. Ricky, I shedded tears, honey, because, you know, I love Wendy dearly, and what she had to go through and what she's going through, honey, is just a sad situation. I almost kind of looked at some of the stuff and kind of put myself in it, because I know when I had my breakdown and I was going through, you know, stuff like she did not knowing who people were and just talking out of my head and stuff, honey, it just brought back that memory. But one of the touching parts of the documentary was when Blac Chyna went to visit her. You know, and people said that, you know, Wendy did people this way, she did people that way. But Blac Chyna said Wendy helped her out a lot. She said she helped her, you know, become the person that she really is. And, you know, people, you know, wonder how in the hell they could be friends. She said, but when they first met, they just became friends, you know, even though Wendy had said, you know, when she was describing Blac Chyna to people, she was saying that, you know, she's one off the pole or whatever. But that didn't bother Blac Chyna. She still became her friend, and she still communicates with her today. And it was just a very interesting documentary, honey. I mean, and I still say this today. This is just me saying, Wendy Williams was doing well until she found out her husband had that damn outside baby.
I agree with that.
She was doing well. What'd you say, Brad?
That's what it seemed like.
Yes, because Wendy, and I feel this too. You know, they say we all got something lying dormant in us, like, you know, they say we all got the chicken pox walking around in us and stuff until that virus hit and it come out or whatever. I felt that Wendy had all these illnesses, they were just lying dormant in her. When she found out about that husband, it just brought everything out. It just brought it out.
Yeah.
It did it.
I think she had issues, they saying, but the nephew that was on that episode, those episodes,
Yeah.
he said that Kevin kind of kept her, in order. Like he woke her up, he made sure she ate, he made sure she, he kind of took care of her and made sure she stayed on point, like as her manager too. So when he left and she had none of that,
Exactly.
she ain't trust nobody.
No, and then after what he had done, because like she said, honey, she knew that he was allegedly having all these affairs and stuff.
Once he had the baby.
But once he had the baby, that's it. And she said when he came home one night and they were in the bed talking, she was talking about it, and she's he said he had to tell her something. And when she said, "What you got to talk about your B?" and she had a baby, and that's what it was. She said, "Divorce."
Yeah.
That was that, because that was definitely a humiliating thing for her. And like I said, she loved this man. She put all her trust in him and stuff and what have you. And when something like that happened, it just tore her apart. And it's a sad situation how something like that could happen to a person.
Yeah.
Yes,
But anyway.
it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah. But,
it's sad to see her like that.
Yeah,
and
I mean, the Graves' disease, the lymphedema, I mean, all of
And then
the
the
mental
heartbreak,
issues.
the heartbreak and the disrespect.
heartbreak.
And then I didn't take a lot of that stuff personally, because sometimes Wendy Williams would go on there and roast me. And Brad, we were sitting in the, getting ready for Dish Nation, and she was.
I don't care.
I'm just saying in a nice way. She would talk about either me or Brad or something. I just remember us being in there getting hair and makeup done or whatever, but we just still love her. Like, we still love her. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
She wasn't harsh with me, never was harsh with anybody I ever saw or whatever.
Yeah.
I know she had her battles, but I don't like to see nothing like that happen to her.
Yeah, and I feel that's her job. That was her job. I mean, her job is an entertainment report. That was her job. When a police officer go out and do what they need to do and what have you and stuff, get shot or whatever situation is, that's their job. So this was her job. So she just did her job. So, but anyway, I mean, my empathy goes out to her, and it would be nice that she
Gary,
would get
you
well.
really love. We know you really love. You did not miss that show. Like you would run out of a room.
Run, honey, out of the room to go
show.
watch her every day, honey. We was waiting to do makeup and so, like you said, for Dish Nation. Whatever, I had to watch Wendy when it was such a good show, and I hated that it's off the air. But I wish her well, hopefully and prayerfully, that she gets well, and get back to herself, because she definitely, Ricky, wants to be back on TV. That's all she talked about, honey, was getting back on TV and what have you and stuff. And right now, honey, that's just not, don't look like that's part of the forecast. But we just keep her lifted up in prayer. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is venturine. On the high end, you say aventurine, and on the low end, you say beautiful green. That's your color for today.
That's a beautiful color. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got the wake up call. Get in the 866-9-R-I-C-K-E-Y.
Wake up,
Come on.
wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Get in the gizzy, woke you up this morning. Slid you in your house shoes, so we be better. Wake up, encourage each other and be productive. Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
This is Tasha from Davenport, Florida. I want to say good morning to all my family in Akron, Ohio. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hi, this is Keisha calling from Baltimore, Maryland. Shouting out down south to my brother Marcus Jones, my cousin Sonny Long, Donnie Gift, Aunt Singleton. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm calling from Wilmington, North Carolina, and I just want to wake up my grandson, Big Boy. He's in Greensboro, North Carolina. Today's his birthday. Happy birthday. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Wake up, if you listening on your radio. Gang of cities tuned in, lock in. What's yours? Cause we gon' let them know.
Where you at, Norfolk? Wake up. Where you at, Birmingham? Wake up. Homer. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. St. Louisville. Wake up. New Orleans. Wake up. Memphis. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, big shout out to 100.5 The Vibe in Norfolk, Virginia, man. Thank y'all for waking up with us this morning. Coming up, a young lady hit us up in the DM asking if she should snitch on her co-workers. All right, we're going to be talking about that coming up next. You don't want to miss it. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's a DM from a young lady in Chicago. Shout out to Soul 106.3. Her name is Porsha, and she is concerned with what some of her co-workers are doing at work, could land her in trouble. Check this out.
Hi, this is Porsha from Chicago. I know I'm probably younger than most people listening, but I got turned on to the show because my dad used to always listen to it when we were on the way to school. Anyway, my dilemma is that at work, I work for a large home improvement store, and recently I found out about a month ago that a couple coworkers of mine who are also my age are stealing stuff and selling it out the back door. There's about 5 people involved, and I feel like they could get caught, and it would look bad on my end because we all work in the same department. Like, obviously, I'm not cool with snitching, but I just know it's a matter of time before something happens. So what should I do? Thank you.
All right. Oh, wow. Gary?
Oh,
Because you got caught stealing from the radio station.
Yeah.
Hey.
Sure did.
But,
this is not your first radio job.
No, thank you. But anyway, I had, some friends that used to do that, so I don't know.
Did you snitch on them?
No, because, no.
Okay, well, but what if it mess
interesting.
up the company and then company start losing money, then all y'all lose your job?
Yeah, that's true. So that's why I just prayed to God on it and just asked him to, help them out and whatever they
They accused you of stealing from the radio station.
What was it?
Camera?
Was it a camera or something? Yeah, a camera. It was something that had just came out. Back in the day, those things that just came. Was it a beat?
Who fired you,
like
George?
No, I didn't get fired. Thank you. I resigned. Yeah.
Who put pressure on you to resign, George?
No. I just resigned because you know what happened, Damon, when I went to work and tried to use my key, it didn't work.
So you got fired.
No, I didn't get fired. I resigned. They let me come in and I resigned. Thank you.
You couldn't get in, though, when you came in.
Say what, Brett?
You couldn't get in, though, when you came in.
But that don't mean I was fired.
Yeah, your key didn't work. You was gone.
Well, they wanted me to get fired. They let me come in the next day, and we discussed it, and I resigned, honey, because I refused to be put through some type of humiliation of me stealing, knowing that I'm not.
They got it. George got it on his phone. He got it on camera.
Oh, he did?
Yep.
Well,
that key fob.
Why you steal that, though?
Huh?
Why'd you steal that?
I didn't steal it. I gave it to a listener. Because the listener didn't get nothing at the time, so I gave the listener the camera because they was there all morning. So I'm like, well, here, y'all could have this. And then they had about I stole it, but I did not steal it.
You stole it, and then you gave it away.
You didn't give it to her, and then she kick you back like $200 for it. Because that thing
they gave me no
$600.
No, honey, I gave it away. I didn't get no kid back. I gave it, and you could ask Jada, honey, if that's the case, honey. You know I gave that away.
How you friends with Jada? Jada signed off for you to get fired.
Well, she was the comptroller at the time. I don't know. Hey, damn it, that's enough. Go to the next person.
That key fob was red. That little light came up red. Beep.
How many times did you tap it before you realized it didn't work?
I don't know. I think I may have done it twice. I'm like, well, girl, it's not working.
It said beep. Red.
What time you had to go in, Gary? What time?
I think it was in the morning. It was like 7 in the morning. She did not.
Did it make a sound when you tapped it?
Yep. Yeah. And you was right. The red light just kept blinking. I'm like, girl,
it's supposed to be green.
Yeah, it's supposed to be green.
So, Gary, when you realized it wasn't working, where did you go? You went to Chick-fil-A and got you a biscuit?
No, I don't know what did I do. I think I may have gone home and called. Who did I call? I called somebody. I don't know. Hey, Ricky, go to the next person now.
What do y'all think? What do you think, Maria? What do you think about this situation?
I think she should mind her business, personally. As long as she's not stealing anything and nothing is attached to her, it just can get messy.
Brett, your thought, because you stole something out the Gap. I'm not the Gap, but merry-go-round when you used to work at the mall.
And walked right on out with it. Sure did. And ain't upset or embarrassed about it. Sure did. I got me some good old thick Carl Kanai t-shirts. They used to make the good t-shirts.
Okay.
But I think that she should mind her business. She shouldn't say nothing until something happened, and then she still shouldn't say nothing. She should just act like she don't know. But now she done said something. She done put herself in it now. Because now they know she knows. So it's like, okay, well, you knew. Why didn't you say nothing? She should just shut up in the first place.
And Rock T, you stole some British Nikes out of Foot Locker when you was working there.
Well, it wasn't technically stealing. It was more,
was that tree torns?
It was the Converse weapons. We actually, we treated them as damaged goods. We put them in a damaged goods thing. So, and then we just kind of discounted them bad boys to about
That's
10.
stealing. Don't try to dress it up.
About $10.
Yeah. I know Ayana gave Ted some 50% discounts. We was working at Jeans West. Yeah. What a shout out to Ayana and Ted in Leeds, Alabama. That was my boss. She was the assistant manager where we was in Jeans West getting it. But I ain't steal nothing out of that. But I did.
Y'all talk about what y'all done stole.
Bro, you went to prison. How much time you did in prison?
I'm stealing something today. What the hell you talking about?
How much time they gave you some time for stealing? The fans got you.
No, I ain't get time for stealing.
It was fraud.
I ain't never get caught stealing.
Well, what you got caught
How much time you
Fraud
had to
ain't
do?
stealing. Fraud is when
How
the
much
people
time you
that
had to do?
you tricked is too stupid. To know
How
that
much
you
time
lying.
you had to do? How much time?
I only got a year and a half.
Only got a year and a half.
Credit card.
But Ricky, you were stealing whole pizzas from Showbiz.
And cakes too, damn.
And
And put them in the garbage can.
cakes, not pizzas, cakes. You were stealing cakes out the garbage can, Ricky.
No, put them in the garbage can.
Put
and
them
go
in
get
the
them home
garbage
that
can.
night.
Maria, have you had
That's
those
all.
cakes?
I have not.
homeless
They must
crackhead
be
eating
good. They must be good.
Them damn chocolate cakes with that white icing at Showbiz piece. I would put about 2 or 3 of them in the garbage can, the dumpster, and get off, clock out, and go around the back and get it out. Take it home and put it in my grandmama's deep freeze.
Real crackhead.
Cakes off the chain, boy.
Black Tony, where you at, man? Black Tony, why you want that karaoke?
Hey, Rick. No, I don't know what Black Tony was at. Man,
Darius.
It's just so. It's Darius Bradford, comedian Darius Bradford on Instagram.
Darius.
Yes.
Black Tony called for you to fill in for him, and now you ain't coming. Y'all got to stop this, man.
It was just ironic that you were just saying stuff about you at karaoke. Let me tell you something. First, before you go off on me, I had to give accolades where they are. Do you know I was in Chicago for the weekend, right?
Yeah.
And this job that you blessed me with, and the whole station, Kathy Nim.
You ain't never came, but yeah.
Man, I've been selling out all over the country, Ricky. I was in Chicago, so let me tell you, and everybody asking about y'all, I just want to say, give God the glory for allowing me to work with, have this job, because I mean, this thing.
You don't come, Darius.
Man, you looking at somatics. This ain't about that right now. This about giving glory and finding the best out of things. Do you know how popular we are all over the country with me working there? This crazy, bro.
You don't come to work again.
Bruh, you thinking too hard. Let me tell you this. Man, do you know, let me tell you this, because it's power in positivity. And I was looking up how we work so good together. Why? You know Maria, right? Hey, Maria,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been looking up names, and this is why this station and this morning show with all of us working together is so wonderful. Maria means fit and focus. That is outstanding.
Yeah.
Ain't that good?
Yeah.
Do you know that Rock T, I looked it up, and it says willing to support, and then on the side it says similar to Tickle Me Elmo. I mean, these things. I mean, and then it's just so positive, because I was like, why do we work so well together? And it was like, and Jolene, it's Jolion. It was like. It was like Jolion, a musical, divine, a giver of beats. I was just looking up these names.
What all this got to do with you not coming to work for Black Tony?
I'm just trying to tell you why we going to continue to work so good. Let me finish. We got to go. Because, listen, I got another flight. But do you know Rickey stands for leadership, positivity, a forward, initiator. And then, man, and Darius stands for a consistent, willing to show up on time, appropriate. Man, but
you don't.
But man, that's neither. This is about what the possibilities are. You got to change your mindset. I got one more. Do you know what Gary stands for?
What?
Open. Very open. Willing to receive. Willing to receive. Do you know?
And I resigned, honey, because I refused to be put through some type of humiliation of me stealing.
Why'd you steal that?
I didn't steal it. I gave it to a listener. Because the listener didn't get nothing at the time, so I gave the listener the camera because they was there all morning. So I'm like, well, here, y'all could have this. And then they had about I stole it, but I did not steal it.
You stole it, and then you gave it away.
But you didn't give it to her, and then she kick you back like $200 for it, because that thing had to be worth about $600.
No, honey, I gave it away. Hey, damn it, that's enough. Go to the next person.
In today's Black History Spotlight, the year 1802, in a small town near Brunswick, Georgia, a group of slaves that were loosely part of the Underground Railroad needed ways to alert other escapees which way to run when the coast was clear to get closer to the trails that led to freedom. One ingenious plan they devised was to set up about 10 1 to 2 foot high logs at one end of a trail in a triangle shape. And one of the slave runners that was hiding in the brush would run up to the clearing and roll a large round watermelon really hard toward the logs about 30 yards down to the end of the clearing in order to knock them down. And the noise of the crashing logs would give cover for the slaves to make the dash to the open trail. Thus later became known as America's first ever bowling alley. Today in Black History.
But he rolled the watermelon down and knock over the logs. Yep.
Yeah, to make noise
to warn the other slave.
Yeah, to distract the overseers that may have been.
And then they start putting holes in the watermelon so you could grip them.
Yeah, they put the holes in there so that you could throw it.
And they went from a watermelon got too big, they started using cantaloupes.
Yeah, there you go. Well, the female slaves would use cantaloupes, and the children would use cantaloupes.
And that's how bowling got started.
That was the first bowling alley. Yeah.
And what's his name?
They didn't have names at that time. They were just random unidentified slaves. Sorry, they didn't have like driver's license and stuff like that. They just random black man number 1 and 2.
What?
Just random black man number 1 and 2.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, it's 8 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Ricky, everybody knows, y'all, that relationships are definitely a give and take. And they're saying it'll be interesting, y'all, to see if Travis Kelce, baby, is cool with what Miss Taylor Swift, y'all, is about to take him through. They say because it's being reported, alleged that she's telling him that he cannot, honey, visit strip clubs. Now, according to reports, y'all, they're saying Taylor has banned Travis from visiting nudie bars after seeing him wearing, y'all, a T-shirt from the Crazy Horse 3 in Vegas after, a game that against the Raiders earlier this year. They said she also wants him, y'all, to FaceTime her instead of texting when they're apart because they say, quote, she secretly wants to see, y'all, where he is and who he's with. And they're also saying that Taylor's also changing Travis's look. They're saying supposedly she gave him only $500,000 to step up his wardrobe. Now, a source said that she loves that he likes to take chances with his style choices, but some of his outfits have been suspect, y'all. And they're saying, FYI, baby, Taylor isn't trying to change Travis. No. She's just helping him evolve to meet her and his new level of fame.
Okay, you're gonna be by yourself because you ain't finna sit up here and emasculate nobody. Now, if you want to help in a nice way, but you ain't gonna make them demands. You can make suggestions. You can suggest that, say, hey, babe, I know a great stylist that can get you right, and I'll be like, cool, okay, baby, hook it up. You ain't finna tell me what I'm
FaceTime you
what I'm
every time I call you.
No, you ain't finna tell me to do nothing. I don't play that.
None of that.
Well,
how much money you got?
Well,
right.
Mean, if he loves her,
I'm good with an air mattress in my apartment, but you ain't finna emasculate me and tell me what to do now. That rubbed me the wrong way, the way you said that, if that's the way that happened.
Yeah, well, my thing is, if he loves her, he would do what she asks of him.
Man, please.
And if she, and you got to remember, though, Kelsey's a beautiful country white woman for the most part. Travis, kind of dresses like an African in America, sometimes with his fashions, and that's not a good look for her.
I'm gonna wear what I want to wear, and you ain't finna, if you want to make a suggestion, and I'll wear it if I like it. But if I don't like it and like the way I'm dressed, I don't care how much money you got. I'm gonna wear what I like to wear. Yeah. You don't tell me what to do because you got some money.
Yeah, a woman had to respect your individuality as a
Absolutely.
man.
You gonna sit up here and that's emasculation at its best.
Well, I tell you what, honey, you ain't coming with me
you
looking
don't tell
crazy.
Me don't nobody tell me what to do in my house. I promise you that. That's offensive.
Well, I like her, bless her soul, honey. I think
make a suggestion. You want to make me a better man and say, hey, babe, I was looking at your outfit. I said, would you like to try this one? Try this right here. Let's see how that looks. And then get me excited about the outfit. I put the outfit on like, babe, appreciate that. Then now I trust you more on that. But you ain't going to tell me what I'm going to wear and what I'm not going to wear like I'm a damn kid.
Well, she probably wanted to look more like a European man. He's looking more like an African-American man.
And she won't get it. I'm like Fred Sanford. About finna start cussing like Red Fox on Sanford and Son. I don't care. You don't tell me what to do. in my house. I got my own house anyway. I don't care how much money you got. You being that by yourself.
Yeah, well, nobody knew who he was unless it was for
They
Taylor.
did know who he was.
They knew
They did know
we
who he
know
was.
that much, and we know more who he is now.
I don't give a damn if you selling out stadiums back to back, which he is, but I don't care. Yeah.
Well, the color today, honey,
if he's
is
without her, he's still Travis Kelce.
Damn right.
Yeah, well,
man is a Super Bowl champion. How many times? 2 or 3?
3 times.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, that's what y'all say. The color today, y'all, is venturine, honey. On the high end, you say venturine, and on the low end, just say beautiful green. That's the color that I didn't know who in the hell he was until Taylor came into his life, so that's that.
Oh, please.
Yeah. You don't know who nobody is in sports.
I don't even know who Michael Jordan is. Gary.
I don't know who he is no more now. He married that new woman. So anyway, move on.
Y'all giving up a Gary with the team. Hey, coming up now, listen, our wedding.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
A bride-to-be sparked a debate online after including a cost to eat at the reception at her wedding. So one of the bride's guests posted a screenshot of the invitation on Facebook on the Facebook group. That's it. I'm wedding shaming.
It read, in lieu of traditional wedding gifts, we kindly request that you contribute towards the cost of our reception buffet. This will allow us to share a wonderful meal together and create lasting memories with our loved ones. The bride then explained how adults will be expected to pay $40, while children under 12 will be charged $20. The invite continued, to facilitate the planning process, we kindly ask that you include your contribution when you RSVP.
Ooh, now as you can imagine, the comment section was on fire. Some users saying, if you can't afford it, then just don't have it. But one man sparked a debate after he said this.
Weddings should be one full year, one Gregorian calendar year into it. You should get engaged, and then a year later or whatever, you get legally married. Everybody should go to the courthouse, get the document. Then 1 year from then, we should be going to your wedding. We should be celebrating the 1 year anniversary of you guys being married, not the beginning. Weddings should be a full year in. I went to a wedding that I spent a ton of money on. They got divorced 2 months later. Tell me it's working, then I'll celebrate it. Goodbye.
He is frustrated. Now, some people feel as though he may have a point. Research shows that 2 out of every 10 marriages, 20% end in divorce the first year of marriage.
So the question is marriage too romanticized? Should people wait a year before celebrating? Gary, what are your thoughts?
You know what? I agree.
Okay.
Because people, you get married. Here I am spending all my money buying you a wedding gift, honey, putting out, to get you this fabulous gift that you request. And then, honey, you stay married, like the man said here, for a week or 2. And now, what about my wedding gift and the money I spent on that wedding gift? And the person that was talking about paying to go to their wedding, and talking about trying to make it real cute, talking about, we're going to eat together something. No, ma'am.
Brett.
It's cheap ass. I just think he cheap. Whatever. He mad because he bought something nice for somebody's wedding or got dressed, got cute for a wedding and paid some money for a suit and got mad because they ain't together no more. So what? Enjoy the occasion that you went. Be glad that you was invited and had a moment in time that you celebrated with them, whether they stay together or not.
Right. Maria, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with that. And I also thought it was tacky to ask the guests to pay for their own meal. Like, don't invite me somewhere and then ask me to dig in my pocket and pay for my food. That's
Gary, you agree with that too, right?
I sure damn do. And it's something, and I want to give a shout out to my nephew Ryan. He's getting married Thursday.
Hey, you going?
Yeah,
Special
clean that up.
Yeah, I see where Brad was coming from too, but I think people don't put a lot of thought into how hard it is to keep a marriage together. So I see where that guy is coming from as well.
All right, Rock.
I'm old school, man. I'm old fashioned, so I like the wedding and the reception all at the same time. But he got a good point, because if you think about it, you get engaged, you spend a year together to make sure you really want this, then you get married, and then, okay, now let's see if we really, really want this. Let's wait another year to celebrate with all our friends and family. That's not a bad formula, though, if you think about it.
All right, let's go to the phones. Good morning.
So my name is Dion, calling from Tallahassee, Florida. And yes, because then, it'll be more intimate and more romantic because you got more to celebrate.
Good morning. This is Carol calling from Miami. Oh, my gosh. This is a topic. Yes. Live together first. Get to know each other. Then if you want to go down to the courthouse, do the courthouse thing, and then go and get married. Yes, 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 yes.
My name is Leon Isley. I think people should wait a year. I know I waited a year. I was married for 23 years. After that 23rd anniversary, she took all my money and left.
Yeah, this is Rachel, and I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia. And I think that people should wait. Me and my husband, we got married at the courthouse, been together 10 years, and I'm gone to some really extravagant weddings. And, of course, within 1 year, they're divorced.
Romania, I'm calling from Durham, North Carolina, and yes, they should.
I'm calling from Dallas, Texas. I feel like he was completely wrong. There was a personal problem. $2,000 is not a lot of money, and you can't tell no one when to celebrate their love. That's like waiting a year to do that. That should be a vow renewal, not a reception.
Absolutely. My name is DeMario Scott Sr. I'm from Texas, and I agree. I think that, that having that time, that year time, it really, because there's a lot that goes into building a relationship, especially when it's in a marriage or if you have a blended family. So it's a lot that goes into it. So taking the time to do the work and then having that celebration, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, to that other man's point, $2,000 is a lot of money on those. Bro,
just gonna skate past.
What kind of way?
Yeah, $2,000. That is a lot of money.
What about
a lot of money for me.
What about the dude that got married?
23 years of leaving.
Wait, he said what, Rock?
The dude that got married and it said the lady took all the money and left.
God.
After 23 years, she waited.
Dang.
On their 23rd anniversary, she dipped.
Man.
Yeah, well, that's how he
But he didn't sound like he had a lot of damn money, I could assure you, honey. She ain't took that much. Because he wouldn't be, I'm talking about, he didn't sound like he had a lot of money.
He sounded like he was disgruntled, Gary.
Yeah, she took out pay about $1,500.
But if she took all of it, that was a lot to him.
Right.
Well, don't get on the radio acting like you lost millions.
Well, one thing about a man, only thing we need is our PlayStation and our cologne. We straight. We can start all over. We'll start with an air mattress and a one-bedroom apartment, and I swear, and still have company. All right, y'all, if y'all can get through, y'all hit us up on the website, y'all. 28 before the. hey, stop! Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, y'all know I took learning disability math. I can't flip that math all the time.
Count on them fingers.
Yeah. Y'all know my math is bad, boy. We don't have the clock with the arm. You looking at the numbers over here. They need to put the clock with the arm in here. Don't do that to me. All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
I got, if you deal with chronic debilitating pain, is it debilitating?
Debilitating.
Debilitating. That's right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, why you hit the button? Dave, don't be mad because you look like that little lizard thing they was talking about.
Where y'all going now?
What you call that thing?
Komodo dragon.
Komodo dragon. And then Kaden sent me the video. Ooh. That's why Maria was laughing like that.
Strong for no reason. Just strong.
Debilitating. You got it right.
Debilitating pain. Oh, thank you, Ricky. There are some things you just can't do, like throw a Christmas tree. Okay, I said throw a Christmas tree. So a 36-year-old woman was in a car accident 7 years ago. Her vehicle was rear-ended, and she filed a personal injury lawsuit for $825,000, claiming that she was left with a disabling condition. Now, she claims she had constant back and neck pain that prevented her from working for more than 5 years. She also couldn't play with her children or carry out basic chores. She couldn't even take out the trash. The case has been tied up for a while, and recently the court was shown a newspaper photo from 2018, less than a year after the crash, showing the woman participating in a Christmas tree throwing contest. She's actually heaving a large spruce tree in the video. The woman said that even though she may have looked happy, she was in excruciating pain at the time. The judge didn't buy it and threw out her case on Friday.
Oh, man. So she never got the 800.
She didn't get nothing. She got the case thrown out because they saw her throwing a Christmas tree like a year later. Less than a year later, but.
Yeah. And that happens too. That's why, honey, when you're filing these insurance claims, honey, you got to watch where you are. Mm-hmm. And, honey, people's around taking pictures of you and stuff like that, and they will submit that, baby, and they will definitely dismiss your case, honey. So.
They did that to my grandmother. She got into a car accident, got rear-ended, and she was just out planting flowers in the garden, mowing the lawn. I'm like, Grandma, no.
Did they give her the money?
Yeah, I mean, the attorney told her, like, be careful. Like, put the neck brace on and sit down.
Y'all
Know
just
what your grandma was doing, Maria?
She was planting flowers and mowing the lawn. Like, I'm like, Grandma, you 68. Like, you shouldn't even be mowing the lawn.
Right.
Yeah, but she needed her grass cut, honey.
They don't play by getting their stuff done. You know how they are,
With
Ricky.
flip-flops on, girl.
It's country.
No.
Yeah, that's why when you file these lawsuits, man, you got to get somewhere and sit down. You got to use some discretion. Sometimes people be trying to go on about their life because those lawsuits take so long. And what happens is you forget that you filed a lawsuit, start back living regular.
But hold on, dog. Are we just gonna gloss over this woman throwing Christmas trees?
Throwing a Christmas
How big
tree.
and strong is she?
Watching Friday After Next or something.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Well, she had to do what she had to do, but baby, they sure not gonna pay her, honey. She ain't getting that check. She's not getting that check.
Finance, wealth, and growth. It's Money Mondays on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
10 minutes after the top of the hour, man. It's about that time of year. It's tax season. The IRS has already processed over $35 million in tax returns, paid over $67 billion in tax refunds this year. Our amazing money expert, Janai Thornton, is here to help us get ready for tax season. Good morning, Janai. Happy tax season, man. So how long is it taking IRS to issue their refunds this year? Because, we cannot be waiting. We got to get our money.
Well, you're not going to have to wait long. Federal refunds right now from the IRS are taking about 21 days to receive, provided, though, you file electronically. Now, state refunds are running about the same, but obviously can vary a little bit state by state. But this is really important. If you owe, please still file electronically and make all your payments online at irs.gov.
Now, for all the entrepreneurs who receive payments through third-party payment, payment apps like Venmo or PayPal, what tax law changes do they need to know about?
Now, Brad, this is going to confuse a lot of people because people who are receiving payments from places like Venmo or PayPal, they're getting ready to start receiving 1099-K. Again, 1099-K forms from Venmo or PayPal if you received over $20,000 or got paid in more than 200 transactions. So bottom line, what that means is the IRS wants to make sure that you're reporting all that income that you're receiving from all of those, all of those payments you're getting from Venmo or PayPal. So look out for that. Now, that rule is going to change, though, Brad. They're actually going to lower that number down to $600 in a short period of time. They were supposed to do it for 2023. They needed a little bit more time. So look forward to that change happening soon.
Yeah, Janai, I know some entrepreneurs try to play the game. They do about 100 transactions on one and 100 on another. It about to get busted up. Oh, my gosh.
Right.
All right, Janai. Several companies like TurboTax and H&R Block are advertising free refund advances. Tell us, is this legit? And if so, how does it work?
Well, actually, it is legit. There's several companies, like you said, like Intuit's TurboTax, H&R Block, Jackson Hewitt. Several of them are offering completely free refund advances. The only reason I want people to be careful, they also have programs that cost a lot, where the interest rate that they're charging is way out of control. So I want people to make sure that they're doing their research before they sign up for any particular program. But again, if you need your money in advance, you can't wait. Please take advantage of it. However, Maria, one thing, most of these programs end in February, so you're going to have to get moving kind of quickly to take advantage of the free ones.
Oh, wow.
All right, Janai, this is a big one, man. So if somebody still owes the IRS and can't pay the entire balance at one time, what should they do?
So listen, if you owe less than $50,000, you can set up a payment plan online at irs.gov, and I promise you it's going to take you less than 10 minutes to do that. And they're going to give you 5 years to pay back the debt. So please don't run, don't hide. Go to irs.gov and sign up and get your payment plan, okay?
Now, Janai, one question I wanted to ask you real quick was about the new beneficial ownership reporting requirements. Are you aware of how that works for people who have LLCs?
No, I am not familiar with that.
Okay, I'm going to talk to you about that offline, but here's one other question I have for you. Now, we know it's 2024. Now, can you contribute to retirement accounts like IRAs and SEPs for 2023 and still get the tax deduction for 2023?
Well, what's interesting is a lot of people don't realize that up to April 15th of 2024, you can make a retirement plan contribution for 2023. And I know that confuses a lot of people, like, what? 2023 is over. But you can still actually make those IRA contributions, $6,500 if you're under 50, $7,500 if you're over 50. And even those SEP, those are for all of our self-employed folks who have their own retirement plan. Y'all have up until April 15th of 2024 to get that write-off for 2023 on your 2023 tax return.
Janai, as always, man, we appreciate you joining the show. If anybody wanted to follow you on social media and get more information about handling their finances, where can they go to get that?
You can always follow me at Janai Thornton. That's JINITHORNTON. That's on all social media platforms and my website. Y'all have an amazing Monday, everybody.
Appreciate you, Janai. Thank you, man.
News headlines,
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
25 minutes after the top of the hour is that time for the front page. Good morning, Maria.
Good morning. Rock Tea is brought to you by P&G Venus. Don't settle for bumps, ingrowns, and itch due to dry skin. Venus for pubic hair and skin is the razor and regimen specifically designed for your pubic area. Explore the full collection at GilletteVenus.com. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. Donald Trump is progressing towards a Republican presidential nomination, securing a win over Nikki Haley in her home state of South Carolina with a 20-point margin. Despite the loss, Nikki Haley says she will remain in the race. However, folks are talking about his comments about black voters. He suggested that he is popular with African-American voters, saying his 91 criminal indictments and mugshot are part of the reason. Here's that audio.
I got indicted a second time and a third time and a fourth time. And a lot of people said that that's why the black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against. And they actually viewed me as I'm being discriminated against.
Man,
Yeah.
Wow.
He can
Those
come
are
out
black
with a
people
full
clapping.
Grand Wizard. He can come
Yeah.
out with a Grand Wizard costume on. It'll still be black people talking about, but Joe Biden, no.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. You said that's black people clapping, right?
Those are black people clapping.
No, those are black conservative, black Republicans. They ain't.
Well, I mean, their skin is black. So I'm just saying, these black folks,
All
a lot
skin
of.
folk ain't kin folk.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you said that. Because, yes, it's going to be real
Tim
interesting.
Scott is black skin. He got black skin, too.
Yeah, I've never seen so many black people support a Republican nominee in my lifetime.
But you know what? It's not as many as the media would like to make it, like to present it as. It's just the ones that are supporting him are very loud and vocal, and they get coverage, and the other ones don't.
We're going to see. I'm sure this is not going to be the last moment that he has comments like this, so we'll continue to follow that. In other news, condolences are in order. The city of Flint is mourning the loss of outspoken Councilman Eric Mays, who died on Saturday. The city announced his death on Saturday evening. The 65-year-old's death was attributed to natural causes after an illness. Flint Mayor Sheldon Neely said Mays' strong presence will be missed at City Hall. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. For more headlines and updates, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
What it is, Maria, Cam Newton, man, former NFL MVP quarterback, involved in a scuffle at a 7-on-7 youth football tournament in the ATL. It appears that Cam was attempting to break up a fight, and someone came up and sucker punched him in the face. Then Cam started dragging the guy who punched him in the face across the grass. Still don't know what started the altercation, but I'm going to put the video up on my social media at Rock T Holla. Y'all check it out. Give me your thoughts and opinions on what you think is going on. In the meantime, former NBA player Jalen Rose calls out Stephen A. Smith for saying these words about New Orleans Pelicans star Zion Williamson.
Zion Williamson, it's not about his game. It's about how many burgers he's eating and whether or not he's going to be in shape, or is he going to keep eating McDonald's and have chefs clamoring for him to come to their restaurants. That's what he has to prove, that the chefs don't love him any longer, okay? That he's committed to playing basketball.
So we all know that Zion has struggled with his weight since he's been into the league. So that's what he's talking about right there. But Jalen Rose came after him on Twitter. And not only that, the New Orleans Pelicans, they posted a video of Stephen A. Smith's college statistics and some other stuff that has happened to him, kind of making a fool out of Stephen A. Smith or whatever, just kind of getting back at him, going back and forth. Listen, man, it is what it is, man. Just social media, you can't run from it. You just can't run from it. So follow me on social media at Rock T Holla. Speaking of that, and let's continue to talk about it. Briggity Tat got the hot spot. Let's get it.
Hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So hot and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Good morning, Rock T.
What up, man?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. The 2024 Urban One Honors, which premiered last night on TV One, brought black excellence to the forefront during a star-studded celebration. This year's celebration had a Best in Black theme and celebrated stars who've left a mark on art, media, and music, while also contributing significantly to the betterment of society. As for the honorees, Chloe Bailey as the Urban One Honors Generation Next honoree, Dionne Warwick receives Lifetime Achievement Award at the Urban One Honors, Frankie Beverly honored as a living legend at the Urban One Honors, and Mary J. Blige is the Urban One Honors Entertainment Icon, just to name a few. Meanwhile, the cast of A Different World is set to reunite for a 10-city HBCU tour. The trek will commemorate the show's 35th anniversary. Most of the original cast will participate in the collegiate celebration. Fans can expect to see appearances from Daryl M. Bell, who played Ronald Johnson on the show, Charnel Brown, who portrayed Kimberly, Jasmine Guy, known as ADW's Whitley, Kadeem Hardison, who played Dwayne, and many more. A Different World's producers, Debbie Allen and Susan Fales, will also appear at the class reunion. That is going to be so
That's
cool
dope.
to see all of them, right? And Snoop Dogg, y'all, has come under fire for allegedly smoking marijuana in front of his grandchildren. Snoop recently uploaded footage of himself working on music in the studio while smoking marijuana. Nobody, and I do mean nobody, smoking around my babies. Like, seriously, is there a blunt in his hand in front of the grandbabies? Come on, damn. However, other commenters shared that they had smoked around their own children and relatives themselves and didn't see an issue with it. What y'all think about that?
Well,
That's why them kids get in school and can't pass no damn test.
Yeah, but then they can always ask the new cigarettes. So, I mean, in this day and time, couldn't they pass for a cigarette? Didn't understand it was a joint or nothing like that?
Child, weed is legal where he
Not
is.
supposed to smoke around babies, though.
Yeah.
Not supposed to do a lot of things around babies, but y'all do.
It's his house, so he can do what he want to do, really. I mean, he smoke anyway around there, so. And it's legal there, so.
It just kind of looks bad as a parent, looking at it like, oh, the baby's inhaling the smoke.
I've learned that there's no perfect way to be a parent.
That's right, baby. Ain't nobody put out a manual, honey.
Exactly, so people.
I wouldn't do it, but
do it how you do it.
Yeah,
People be
that's
having
him
sex
and
around
his-
their children, so I mean, hey,
Yeah.
you're doing
Just
all
because you
that.
do it don't mean it's right, though.
His mama named him Clay. I'm going to call him Clay.
Thank you for lightening the mood.
You know what? And we going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. What'd you say, Roxy?
His mama named Clay. I'm going to call him Clay.
I'm Mark Morial, and I lead the National Urban League, and I'm bringing you the State of Black America right here on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. A few things this morning. Number one, on March 5th in Washington, D.C., we will release the 2024 version of the State of Black America. You can tune in at NUL.org to watch this release event by way of streaming. Also available to you will be the full State of Black America report, which includes a retrospective on the 60th anniversary of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. A black report card on Joe Biden, you don't want to miss that, along with the National Urban League's Equality Index to show you the disparities when you compare black people to white people in America. Don't miss it. Once again, March 5th at NUL.org, the State of Black America. Number two, we're lifting up justice for Ronald Allen Green, a young man who lost his life at the hands of the Louisiana State Police. Yes, it was a constitutional violation and a civil rights violation, and we believe a murder. but the spotlight of justice has to shine on Farmerville, Louisiana. There are upcoming cases. There needs to be pressure and accountability in Louisiana with the state police and the prosecutor in Farmerville. Go to Ronald Allen Green's website. His family has set up a foundation, ronaldallengreenfoundation.org, and check out and follow and monitor, and we'll have more on this case later on. Finally, Wichita, Kansas. Did you hear what happened? A young man and his accomplices had some reason to steal the bronze statue of Jackie Robinson and sell it for scrap metal. The notion that a monument honoring a revered icon to be regarded as scrap metal is appalling and disgusting, and it's racist on its face. The statue was found mangled and burned in another park 7 miles away 5 days later. And nothing can erase the trauma inflicted on the community by what was clearly a racially motivated hate crime. Wichita police called the statue, commissioned by the sports nonprofit League 42, a cornerstone of the charity and represented the values and teachings of that organization. The destruction of this statue is an assault on Jackie Robinson's important legacy and also on this effort to diversify baseball. I'm happy to hear that Major League Baseball and many others are beginning a fundraising campaign to replace the statue, and that campaign seems to have exceeded its goal. Let's today remember this incredible legacy of Jackie Robinson. Great baseball player. Some called him combative, a troublemaker, and a rabble-rouser. But as John Lewis would tell us, he made good trouble. After he retired in 1957, he was a presence on picket lines and at civil rights rallies. He raised bail for jail protesters, registered voters in the South, and spoke out loudly against police brutality. You may be able to destroy the statue of Jackie Robinson, but you cannot destroy his legacy, his history, and our love for Jackie Robinson. I'm Mark Morial. This is the State of Black America. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Mark Morial, and I'll see you next week on the radio.